Hey there. I wanted to release a quick video just in case it might help anyone who is stuck on stage 10 of normal. Excuse me. Um, and I ran into a day or two kind of worth of challenges with Dreadhorn, mostly because I didn't really understand a lot of his mechanics, and so I wasn't really able to kind of build a team that would function. But this is kind of what I came up with. I'm using Tayrel as my damage dealer and my high resist. So Tayrel is hanging out around 200-ish resistance, 180 debuff resistance. He's only got 145 speed, which isn't impressive at all, and I honestly need to regear him. But this is kind of just who I had, and I didn't rebuild any of these champions, so none of them were built specifically for this task, but it's kind of what I have going on. So Tayrel had some resistance built up from a previous use that I was doing. I also I will say though, with Tyrell, I did have to reset his masteries because I was using Evil Eye, which causes some turn meter reduction. And if you turn meter reduce the boss, he's going to place another minion bomb, and then that even having a third one go off back to back is just going to be enough to kill you. So that's why all of his masteries haven't been filled out. I kind of just wanted to do enough to see if I could kill it before the reset, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fix all that up later. But yeah, so that's what I had there. Like I said, I have Sinesha because she's able to do a little bit of healing. So she's got Vaporize, which does just a tidbit of healing, and then Equalize the HP with Immortality. I'm also using Reliquary Tinder. And she has no masteries, right? I'm in the process of kind of building out these champions. I'm pretty new to Raid Shadow Legends, so I don't spend. I think total I might have spent like $30 on the game. So I don't spend a lot at all, and I'm still learning a lot. So I always welcome feedback though. So if you have any ideas on how I can improve any of these builds, and I'm gonna go ahead and get their masteries and stuff sorted out once I get a full amount of masteries. Mausoleum Mage, I'm also using. I do have Mausoleum Mage's A2 disabled because the increased crit rate, increased defense, and block debuff, whenever the boss uses his ability that removes all the debuffs, you don't really want to have this ability right before, because that can cause some problems. So, and then Apothecary is the healer that I've also got in there. And Apothecary I kind of use for clan boss and dungeons and just a bit of everything. So yeah, nothing too crazy on these builds. You know, just some basic stats. They could all be better, and that's kind of why I wanted to show it too. Is I didn't do anything really outrageous to prepare for this, um, so yeah, I'll go ahead and show you real quickly what it looks like. I'll start this, and then I'll go ahead and fast forward through to the boss fight. Okay, so we're finishing up this last mob before the boss, and so you can see we go first here. He will get the decreased speed debuff here, which is helpful sometimes. Um, and you can see that Tayrell's also doing the decrease attack with his A1. Um, the benefits of having Mausoleum Mage and having Reliquary Tinder is these stun debuffs can be cleansed as well as the HP burns, right? So you see how these HP burns are out here. And so it can be beneficial sometimes to go ahead and have the ability to um, oh, looks like this will be a wipe. So let's try this again. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, and this is actually a good time to mention this. This isn't 100%. I'd say it's probably 90% on auto. But if you're trying to just beat this so that you can move on and be able to do your advanced quests and that kind of thing, certainly doing it on manual is really really effective, right? Sometimes you just get unlucky with having, say, Apothecary do his speed buff plus the continuous heal buff all at the same time, and you'll get some extra bombs placed on you. And so, if that's the case, then you can certainly just do it on manual and kind of be more effective that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward again for us real quick. All right, so we just got back to the boss, and kind of see what's happening here. Um, Same thing as last time. We're going to continue to try our best to keep Tayrel alive this time. Actually, one of the first times that I've had Tayrel die and be the cause of the wipe. Normally, he's one of the ones that survives kind of the till the very end. So that was kind of interesting. But we'll see how it goes this time and kind of go from there. So let's see. We've got the HP burns on everyone. Um, we've got Tayrel and Mausoleum up still. We'll see if they have enough to do the job themselves. And it's okay if you only have if you only have one or two people standing at the very end of this. It's not the end of the world. All that matters is that he dies, so that way you can continue to push forward into the Doom Tower. And like I mentioned, doing this on manual is really, really effective, and can kind of just get the job done if you're having any issues. So, um, and you can even, for Tayrel, I had, as awful as it sounds, I had Tayrel in um, let's see, I had him in these boots that were actually defense percentage, and I don't know if that I changed it right before I recorded this. I don't know if that made much of a difference in that the first time he died there. I had him in these defense boots. Um, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's awful. People are going to troll me for him only having like 120 speed, as you should, right? He should at least have 170 or more. But he's at 145 right now, which is still awful. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on just because I was having a lot of success with the defense percent, and I'm sure I was using that for something. But anyways, that's really the only thing that I can say is just try to have someone with high resistance and load your team up with healers to kind of keep that high resistance person alive, um, and wish you guys the best of luck with it. Thanks.